I'm still refreshing, or still searching, fetching server list. Oh god, they should really work on that. I mean, it's not like it's been this busy suddenly.
Yeah.
It's been like this for 2 months now.
Also, I have to say, there aren't that many servers. It's not like they have to get data from like 10,000s of servers.
If you look at the Corsa 1, it just keeps loading for ages, and it's like 20,000 servers at some point. I don't know, a couple thousand servers.
Yeah, but it keeps on loading, and here
Yeah.
it's like maybe 300 servers.
It waits until it has everything, and then I'm just looking for MrGit server. Is it really a 90-minute race? Oh god. Still fetching. No, I'm gonna refresh it. Fuck it. Yeah, now it finds it instantly. Fuck.
Really strange behavior at some points.
Yeah.
He actually did himself all right today, didn't he?
Who?
Amir in the silver race.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's cool.
I'm still on Epic video setting, graphic settings.
Matt has issues. Please let more than 12 people join today. Oh, excuse me. Oh, bloody hell. Seriously, excuse me, I've got burps. Even more so than normal. It's fucking Porsche City tonight.
I'm not in the Porsche.
I'm always driving Porsche, so
Yellow flag, be careful.
It's not costing me £8 because of you lot. I'm building a rig to play this, you bastards. Glad to be a service, sir. You can't blame us and you can't blame the game. Sim racing is a very sim racing is the singularity in a black hole. Once you get into it, there's no escaping, and you will lose everything.
Mostly time and money.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, there's
why
a
the
menu.
hell? Why the hell is Mike Noble just standing
Yellow
there
flag in sector 3.
playing with his rep?
Because he likes the attention.
God.
What a prick!
Hi, bud. Oh, God, this division's gonna be that's he's been shackled by, oh my God.
What's he driving?
BMW.
I don't know, what would really call it a car actually?
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Don't tell shoot at that.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Are you referring to the livery?
Yeah, it's... I think the green roof really sets it off to a T actually. Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, so bad. Well, put it this way: if it doesn't get above 30 drivers, what I'll suggest in doing is either one of two things: open it up to, well, it's the same thing. Open the server up to either a 30-minute or a 60-minute race, and I'll jump in. Fuck it. Well, we'll see what happens in the next 10 minutes.
Make it rain.
Make it snow.
I mean, when we got to get 1.4 out of the way first. That's the first bit of hype, and then it'll be full steam ahead for the GT4s.
GT4.
And the way Harris was saying on his stream the other day that they're really slidey.
Yeah, probably.
What would be good for 1.4 would be a proper livery editor, a proper photo mode, and some more options for multiplayer. as in either server setups or things like that. No, nothing. Absolutely nothing's been officially announced at all. So, safety cars. I don't know. I must be the only person who's honestly not fussed about safety cars.
Yeah, I'm not either. I don't really care for them. But I mean, more options the better, I think.
Is this livery an official one?
Which one?
Dimitrov's.
Yeah, it's an official one.
Ew.
It's a Russian, yeah. I think it's a get speed or something. I like my Fiat. Ooh, Malinowski in a Lambo. Daring.
Yeah, exactly. That's just like ripped straight off. It's 3,600. I'll take that's a Ryzen 2, isn't it? Yeah, 3.6 and a 2070 Super OK. Yeah, I would say it's above middle of the range. It's a good. Yeah, I would put that a 3600, 2600 and a 2070 is good. So yeah, it'd be fine.
Hey.
Right.
Hello.
But yeah, big ball, mate. Exactly. I mean, you know, you go onto most servers, even with ACC now with Dynamic over, most of them are Spark, Monza in the dry. And the same thing applies when either like you're sitting in a server. I've done it before. Like you roll up the server
Yellow flag in sector.
that it's wet. People join the session, see that it's wet, instantaneously leave. Or if it rains during a race, they leave, and it's just you know, like I said in that reply to the tweet you did earlier today, feeling stuff. People who don't drive in the wet ACC are missing out on a massive part of the sim, which is basically brilliant. The wet weather driving in ACC is like top notch. There isn't any better, basically.
Agreed.
When you want to join in, as long as you've got hi Simon. As long as you've got your 75 SA, free track medals for Zandvoort, and you actually have, and well, of course you have Zandvoort, it's not a DLC track, is it? Yeah, you'd be golden. Join in, more than welcome, as long as you obey the one rule, the one rule to rule them all. Don't be a dick. As long as you keep that, it's cool. Oh yeah, you'd be fine with that, for sure. This has jumped in.
Ah, fucking Noble.
Oh, what's he done now? Oh, what?
He took my position.
Oh, 1440p, yay. 144 hertz. you might need to dial a couple of details down, but you won't. I don't think you'll be running ultra at 1440p. How long is quality in the race? Okay, well we have 11, just a shade under 12 minutes left in free practice, which is just used to gather people up. Then qualification or whatever is 15 minutes long. Then the race itself is 90 minutes long. It's an open. There is a pit. Well, no, there's no pit window. There is a compulsory. No, there's no compulsory stop. Sorry. So yeah, the 90-minute race. There's a free range on pit strategy. You do have to make a pit stop, but it's up to you whether you take fuel, tyres, both or none. People have actually put their nationalities in. Let's have a look. No, did. Radis has. Felix has. Stefan Weber Racing hasn't. Artak hasn't. Mr. Henderson. Ditch has. Toby Green. V12 around Zandvoort. Now there's a brave man.
Or a stupid one.
I'd go for brave.
Don't confuse bravery for stupidity.
Well done, mate. The fastest step so far.
Zandvoort can take up to 50 drivers, so we've got more than enough room left if you want to jump in and have a bash. How to put nationality? You have to edit it. Best thing to do is create a custom livery, add in your nationality, look at the JSON file when it's saved, and you have to put an entry into the
Customs folder, then driver folder, and then driver1.json.
Yeah. Customs folder, driver folder, driver1 or whatever it is, and then you have to. What's the? Hang on, I'll tell you.
If you're Dutch, the number is 13.
Assetto calls it Competizione, custom drivers, driver1. Open it up, and then you have to add a nationality. So you'll see all the options there, like first name, last name, short name. You have to have another one which says nationality, and then for UK it's 5. If you're Dutch, it's what Felix said, 13. But if you create a custom livery which is saved in set course of competition, custom liveries.
Everyone's expecting.
Yeah, I think it was free. Sorry.
There's no one reference point because like Felix has been slacking, he hasn't created one, so he's been too busy putting like in lens flare with the photographs.
Well done, mate. This is me, your personal best.
More than enough room for more people to jump in. Feel free. Yeah, you always have to edit the driver 1. Don't believe it works if you use driver 2 or driver 3.
Only if you do endurance races and you switch.
Yeah, if you're doing endurance
with yourself.
races. Yeah.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out.
The line you edit there is let me copy it and I'll put it in. So, you know, where are we? Document, custom drivers, driver 1. The line you need to put in, I'd put it in under name. So you've got first name, last name, short name. And underneath that, I've made a space and I've put this in. Where are we? This code is to show UK. So underneath first name, last. Oh, shut up! Oh, I don't want to listen to myself. First name, last name, short name. Do a space. Put this entry in.
Yeah, you have to add it in the line of code yourself.
Yeah, you have to put that in. What I've just typed in, including the marks. Number 5 is UK. So if you're UK and you put that in, I don't think there's any other UK chaps in this evening.
Boo is.
Well, he's not in a race.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, and then when you click on a name, like, as you can see by Malinowski's name, his country flag pops up. Then if you was in the race and you're from the UK and you've got that in your line, then I will click on you and your name and your nationality flag will pop up. But that's the line you have to put in. The number is whatever, I can't remember. The number there, I only know 5, which is the UK. But if you create a custom livery and then go to where it's saved, and then you'll see the nationality there in it, and then you just copy once you put the correct nationality in your custom livery in game, then you can use that as the reference marker for what you've got to put in your driver1 JSON. It's going to be a quiet one tonight, isn't it? Come on, join. Don't watch any esports. You're bored with esports today. Come do some driving. Like Aston Martin.
Yo.
Is this an organised open lobby? Do you do this every day? No, sir, I don't do it every day. I do it twice a week. We do it on the Wednesdays, which is a 60-minute race with a forced pit stop for tyres, like the CP servers. And then the Sunday is a 90-minute race, which has an open pit strategy. You have to pit, but it's totally up to the driver whether you take fuel, tyres, both or none. The Wednesday event is at 6 PM BST. The Sunday event is at 7:30 PM BST. Quiet one today. There we go. Doesn't want to do 90 minutes around Zandvoort. Felix, shut up.
I can't wait.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries, Paul. You'd be more than welcome, sir. The only prerequisites you have are the essay is pretty much, unless it's something like Monza or Bathurst, where I might bump the essay up a little bit more. The essay is pretty much always 75, as I said, but it depending on track. If it's Bathurst, Monza, then it's a little bit more. Obviously, you need to feed track medals for each circuit to be raced on. But apart from that, as long as you obey the one rule, which is the don't be a dick, you're more than welcome. Oh, you're Henderson Ferrari. Oh, right, okie dokie. You're the one, Dan. Yeah, in that one.
Race pass.
Marius, thank you very much, sir. Quiet one, and I. Quiet one, and I. Bugger, bugger, bugger. You watch, if it was Monza or Spa, in the dry. Steam title starts at average grid.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out.
It's not even the hot and tire service begging for mercy.
Temperature. 25 ambient, 31 track. Time is 11:30. Race, I believe. I think quali's at 12, and the race starts at either 2 or 3. I can't remember what I put in the JSON now.
Right now we are having 3 Porsche, 3 Audis, 3 Mercedes, 3 Ferraris, 3 Nissans. Actually pretty good diverted.
I don't ever recall even seeing a BMW on that track ever.
Yeah, it's very uncommon, but Noble wants to show what he got, so...
Well, it's not quali yet. And he's not gonna get fastest time in the Beamer.
No.
Be careful, Felix, what you're saying.
Yeah.
Might
You're only incite him.
Probably he doesn't even want to quali, so...
Yellow flag in sector.
Am I inside him?
maybe.
What? What?
He's been qualifying like on both on Nürburgring and what was before Nürburgring. And
Right, because what the hell is that in Michael's team name?
What?
Bratwurst, Brett Cart of Solidary. I don't know. I don't know, something of, yeah. Noble's being noble.
Do you mean my team name?
No, Nobles.
Ah.
what is it? I love
You can hear the
something like that.
disappointment.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently it's angry
Aw.
German food.
Enjoy, filet.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Okay, let's see.
What racing frames you on about, Flagship? How much money you got to spend? As anything in sim racing, it's how deep your wallet is. So what you get.
So it depends what you're looking for, because for pure speed, there's nothing like money won't buy you speed.
Yeah.
It'll buy you enjoyment.
It's basically, Noble's car looks like it's just done a drive, a ram raid on your local Halfords. What colour would your car like painted, sir? All the colours, please.
Yes.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
colour?
yes.
Yes.
What colour? Yes.
Can one of the Ferrari guys please go out? I need some references. Thank you.
Fiat 500 appears in the truck.
$800? Oh God, no. I did link it in Discord. I don't know if you're in there, but yeah, it's Swedish rig designs. The one I'm going for is, I believe, 395 euros. I'm not going to get a TV stand because I think it's quite expensive for what it is. You can probably get one for about 100, 120 somewhere else. So that's pounds. So you're probably looking at around about, 470. Yeah, around about 450 quid all in for the monitor stand and the rig. Obviously, then you got your pedals, your wheel, and all the other ancillary items on top of that.
Oh, look who's behind me. It's Mr. Michael. Mr. Michael Noble. Hello, Mr. Noble.
That's it, mate. Hey, sir, how you doing? Yeah, it was going to be a big grid today, but it's a mediocre grid, I'm afraid. A lot of people have wussed out, or they're ACC'd out today after the esports. Yeah, because that's the one I'm going to get, the Swedish rig designs, the Pro one. Because the uprights look better than the base one, obviously because of the direct drive. And I don't need the big thick bottom, which would be good for like a motion platform, because obviously I'm not going to get motion. So yeah, the Pro one, let me get the link to it. Where are we again? Swedish rig designs. You got the Sprint and the Pro, and Pro is the one I'm going to go for, which is this one. Yes, I have, mate. Shame I haven't looked this week. That's the one I'm looking at. I'm obviously going to get the one with the direct drive base and the one with the extra arm. Not the short stubby one, the longer one, and it's supported as well.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
And that comes to... Well, put it this way, if you take their monitor stand and the direct drive wheelbase with the extended arm, it comes to 610 euros, which on current change is £532.80. Yeah, I mean, it's 80-20. I mean, it's just a case of you don't fit it on that side, you just fit it on the other side. Just flip it over. Obviously, I'm going to put it on the correct side. I'm not going to be stupid and put it on the right, am I? Well, the main reason for that is if I did put it on the right, I'll never get into me freaking rig. That's my exit route.
Jesus.
There's been some whoopsies in the
Yes. What the hell happened there?
corner.
In
I
where?
think the first guy got on grass and spun, and then the other guys were too close.
Oh, you're on about the esports event that
No. Oh.
No, it was right now.
American.
Oh, right.
He just drove past it.
Where on the truck was it? What Charmander went?
It was a Bentley.
Gun.
Ryan Yee was, I think,
Yeah,
involved.
he spun it on the grass.
Yellow flag in sector
And then
3.
there was-
No seat included. You can get seats. You can either get one out of a breaker,
And then there was a Nissan and
or
a
you can buy a
Ferrari
cheaper
behind
one.
it.
The one, let me show you the seat that I got. I don't know if anyone's seen it yet. Where are we? Let's go to here.
Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far.
But this one. And this is just it's not just it's not sim racing. It's for cars. It's an FIA approved seat, and like there is like between the pedals and there's just like no. The only reason you can see it moving is because the flex of the actual base that it's on, rather than the seat. It's it's still on fiberglass, and it doesn't bend.
There's a slow car up ahead. Yellow flag, be careful.
I mean, the seats on them, I believe, they're out of stock, I think. Yeah, I mean, the seats there are not bad. They're pretty well priced, but they're out of stock. The Bimako Cobra 2 seat, where you've got the Cobra 3. The Cobra 3 is a wider version of the Cobra 2. So if you've got childbearing hips, you would go for the Cobra 3. But if you're skinny runt like Noble, you would go for the Cobra 2. And them seats there are like €165, which is, what's that, 147 quid or something like that, I don't know. Which is pretty good. So, yeah, if you had the price of a seat in, so what did we quote the mark as? So we put €165 on top of 610, so we 700, and we'll call it €780 for everything, which is like the rig, the monitor mount, and the chair. The monitor mount, you can definitely get a cheaper way of doing that elsewhere, so that'll save you a bit of quid. So yeah, 800 quid would easily get you everything, so you need to bolt your stuff down.
By the way, Mike is qualifying.
Bloody hell. I suppose he's got to in the BMW because he'd never wait his way through otherwise. Exactly, that's exactly right, Plastic Mate. You've remembered the golden rule with sim racing. If you're rough asks, it was 100 quid. Direct drive, now Leo Bodnar direct drive system, 100 quid.
Cut detected.
Hey, you know, Logitech shifter, 100 quid.
Fanatec podium, 100 quid.
Exactly, that's exact. You know, I had to get it. It was so cheap. I would have been stupid to have missed out. You've got to make it justifiable, and like the price rate. You know, if you go to the shops, this would have been invent a number, but this other shop, or this chap on eBay or wherever is only selling it for £100. So I'd have been mad to pass that up. You know, justify it. Oh, your new £100 wheel comes tomorrow. Very nice.
Actually, my second wheel I bought it for like, let me calculate it. It was 80 divided by 5. What do we do? Quick math. Oh my god.
16.
Yeah, 16 pound one. And it was unused Logitech Momo. It was literally unused. That was a great deal. If you have that wheel.
Yeah, my BMW. I can't remember how much I paid for my Formula One.
£100.
Yeah, obviously I paid £100 for both.
So there you go. Money doesn't buy you speed, because on that 16 pound Logitech Momo I did a 22.5 on Bronze Hatch.
Wish I could do 22. The quickest I've done at France is like low 23s.
Yellow flag in sector
Malinowski, was that on your old PC or on your newer?
And the old one.
Yeah, that's just hacks.
That was just Porsche before being rebalanced and screen checked.
That too.
Oh, yeah. We see times people doing. There we go.
Now it's only 20 to 8.
Yeah, Rex just didn't qualify and he's going from the back in the Bentley. He's going to barge pit. Track conditions are... I'll check on just a second. Fast. Temperature.
Hold.
So that's the time people are doing at the minute. Lowest is 34.9.
What?
Oh, 35.4, sorry.
I was like, because I wasn't paying even attention to the last lap I did, and I was like, what? Have I done 54?
Yeah, track conditions are fast, 26 ambient, 34 track. It's a ×3 multiplier. We're okay for the next 10 minutes. This is qualifying, so we're good for the race. There is a small chance of rain, like always. I've pretty much hit on the right settings for rain. It's a given risk of rain, but not. Oh my God, it's raining again.
Slow car ahead.
What PC headsets you'll recommend? I recommend. I've had these. I've had them so long, I forgot the fucking name. HyperX Cloud. Brilliant. I mean, you can just abuse the absolute heck out of them. I mean, these. The only thing that's gone wrong with them is that the little covers that come off. I mean, they bend and, you know.
Cushions.
And they sound alright.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
They're brilliant. Best set of headphones I've ever had. I don't think you can particularly get these versions anymore. You can maybe get the HyperX Cloud 2. But yeah, I can wholeheartedly recommend these. They're brilliant. I mean, you sit on them, you won't break them, you won't bend them. You'll just put an hole in your arse. The headphones will be fine. Your arsehole will be knackered, but the headphones will be alright.
Felix, you're right. Noel's probably not gonna get pole.
Oh my God, it's 1 minute to the end. No. And I return to the garage.
I know, Scope, mate. It's usually like when you do stupid crap like that, you snap them live on stream. But I've done it loads of times, and I've had these well over two. I don't know. I think I've had them longer than my direct drop. No, what have I tweeted?
Yellow
No,
flag in sector 3.
I've definitely had them longer than my Club Sport V3s, and I've had them
Yellow
nearly
flag.
2.5 years now. So yeah, these headphones are brilliant, absolutely fantastic. Alright, Makey, is this the race anyone can join? Yes, sir. You can join it. You have to hurry up because we've got 20 seconds left in qualifying. You need 75 SA, the 3 track medals, and to get into the server within the next 10 seconds. If you can do that, you're golden. Yeah. I mean, it's completely open, mate. All you need is the password, which is on stream. The password for the Wednesday event and today's like the Sunday events is BigGrid. It's always the password is always BigGrid, lowercase. As I was saying earlier, the Wednesday events are. Yarnco was there a second ago. Where'd he go? The Wednesday events are 60 minutes worth of full pit stop for tyres. The Sunday events are 90 minutes. Everybody has to make a pit stop, but it's totally up to the driver if they take tyres, fuel, both or none. I don't know, to be honest. I just tend to wing it and decide when I want to. I mean, it's completely open for the community, mate. I mean, they've all helped me out, so yeah, it's just something giving a little something back. It's only a small bit of time, small bit of effort. It's just a shame that not many people have rolled out tonight. I'm sure the racing will still be closed because the people in here are pretty good, pretty fast. Yeah, the Wednesday one, I don't know what track we're doing. I'll work something out.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
For the track that the pole position is on the outside.
I thought it was on the inside.
It's a pity, Malinowski. I thought we were gonna do the Lambo.
Session is now over.
I didn't like the look of the cockpit, so I went with Audi.
Yeah, sure.
That's the only reason.
And you were behind me. Is that the other reason?
No scope, mate.
Yeah, it's on the outside. And Mercedes is gonna have a pretty good run, so yeah.
And again, which car drags out of a corner better? Like, I would have thought the Audi would, once the engine's spinning, just rip it a bit more than the Merc would.
Yeah, Audi actually has quite a good traction. Merc has good electronics.
I'd be more worried about the flying banana behind you, because that isn't going to stop for the first corner. Yes, everyone, Mr. Michael Noble has absolutely outdone himself again today with his, you know, migraine puke-inducing livery.
Not only the livery, look at the helmet and...
Actually, technically, would you really call it a livery?
Imagine Mike, I just can't wait for Mike to get templates and create
Don't, because I know exactly what he's going to do. I know exactly what he's going to do, and every time I see it on my service, I will just kick him.
That's one, but quite a big argument against trading tanks in ACC.
It's... something.
Actually,
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. You're just going to stick photos of me all over your car, dickhead. Oh yeah, this is a 90-minute race, everyone. We only have only got 25 drivers, but there you go.
Do you think Pad 1 will hold?
Yeah.
Had one? Yeah. Yeah. Then again, round Zandvoort.
Yeah, I'm checking too.
8-bit git. Oh, God. Don't give him ideas, for fuck's sake. Don't encourage him. He's insufferable enough on his own. Without anyone helping him. Don't forget, on the 24th of this month, hosting a 2.4 hours of Kyalami. Yep. No driver swaps. Called it an Ironman ACC. 2.4 hours, 144 minutes, one car, one driver per entry. If you fancy some of that, as I said, roll on over to Discord. There's a link in upcoming events. That's it. I can't even remember the name of your own bloody channel. Stuff your name in there, and you're good as gold. I think there is 40 people currently going to join.
I think tonight we have the Bentley boys as Lima boys.
Yeah.
So where are we?
big boys.
Yeah, Jacko is also in the back.
Oh yeah, we did join. Oh, good. So currently we have 40 drivers signed up. I'll put the link in chat. Please, if you're going to join the event, pop over to Discord first, so I can issue, because it will be there. I will be issuing passwords on Discord. So there's the sign-up link for it. If you fancy some of that, you can see some of the people that have already signed up. It's on the 24th, starts at 5:15. So if you say 5 o'clock, hang around 15 minutes, you'll be good. Starts 5:15. 30, just like the big quiz, 30 minutes to collect all the drivers up, 15 minutes qualifying, and the race itself will start dead on 6 p.m. British summertime and last for 144 minutes. There will probably be 2 compulsory pit stops. Not to change tyres, not to take fuel, but you know, because otherwise certain cars that are quite fuel efficient and or have big fuel tanks will just bugger off into the distance and, you know, stop once and win.
Like the OP Audis.
Oh,
You're
excuse me.
lucky I haven't picked a Porsche.
Oh, now, look, I saw the races. Audi op.
Nah, Porsche is still better.
Trust me.
Yeah, Bentley just didn't have pace. That's what they said. And they didn't have any BOP balance. No weight for them. No success
Staying double
weight.
fire.
Point. It's on something. I think it's probably Mike's livery is on drugs. I don't know about being on point.
No, it's a Joker. Honestly, to me it looks like the Joker.
Yeah, a bit.
I don't know how I got these scars.
Yeah.
At least the purple
Well,
is nice.
He might have some
At
scars.
least the purple is nice. The rest of it, shit. The purple's alright.
Purple's alright. Purple is a proper color.
Here we go. We're not doing 2.4 hours tonight. Surprise! 90 minutes around Zandvoort. This is going to be a tight and twisty one. Oh, who was that going up the inside there? That's it. That's a Felix.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh, let's go back and have a quick look at that again.
Clear on the right.
Oh, you were
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
lucky not to spin him.
No, not lucky. That's skill.
Clear on the right.
Heh. He skillfully touched him, so hidden in spin.
Eventful start.
Oh, yeah, you're right there, Shadow, mate. I mean, if Mike doesn't come out with a disgusting livery, you have to ask, are you okay? Are you feeling ill? Oh, that BMW's gone up the... No. The only way BMW's going to deliberately go up the... Well, no, the BMW's deliberately not going to go up the inside of any car. It will be as hard as it can be on the brakes, and just through sheer inefficiency in its mechanics, it will just go sailing past.
It just did. Didn't it? No. Almost. What? That Mercedes one? No? Yes.
No, but you have spin. Bad traction. Oh, Audi and Mercedes touch.
That's not a place you would normally want to be passing, but I don't think he wants to let Mike get away. But Mike's not getting away. Mike smells blood. Mike's after Malinowski. So we've got Malinowski, Mike, Dimitrov, Dijon.
De Jong.
Right, whatever.
How hard is it?
Fastest steps so far.
Dijon.
Jean.
So,
Look, you know I can't pronounce people's names. You get told, you get announcers how I can pronounce it. Artek
You
is
can
Artek.
translate it to English. That's
Dutch is Dutch. Jong. Yeah, it's just I'm just gonna Dong.
No, it's just call me young.
I'm just gonna call you Dong.
Jesus Christ.
Or Runner.
Oh no, I'm staying out of that one. So we've got your man Marinowski here, out in front, trying to make a break. And get as far over Mike as he can.
I'm trying to survive first of all.
Survive.
Where's
Race
the
is
rain
up.
you promised?
I never promised rain, I said there is...
No.
I don't know, I said there's a possibility of rain, like there is always. I use the same settings, which I shall quote for anyone who wants to listen. Not that you're going to have much shown is it, choice, because I'm going to bloody tell you anyway. For those that set servers up, event JSON, let's have a look in a book. I have the cloud level on 0.2, I have the rain on 0.0, and the weather randomness on 2. And that is the weather I run through all big grids. You know the one with Suzuka, which was wet? Those settings. Today, it's dry, same settings.
Well done, mate.
You're just too lazy to change them.
No, it's a good setting. It gives a chance of rain without being thunderstorm where like people start bitching about it. Yeah, you're too much rain. Yeah. But people do. I mean, this is one of my bugbears. You know, people sim racers. What do we want? Dynamic ever. When do we want it? Never. I want to race on Spa in the dry.
Monza.
And Monza, yeah. You moan about, not particularly, but sim racers in general moan, like, oh, we want dynamic weather, we want day-night transitions. And what they do, they drive like Monza and Spa at like midday in the dry.
We want Group C cars.
I want GTE
I
cars.
mean, probably even in ACC, like GT1s would be undrivable for me.
Can you imagine how many people would actually lose their fucking shit if Kunos shadow dropped Nordschleife?
I mean, I did.
Surprise!
You wet.
I would be terrified because everybody would want to drive Nordschleife.
Yeah.
Fuck Spa, fuck.
Yeah. And if no VR, you know, in the mobile's another one. That's right. Yeah, that's right. No VR.
Gaining on the car.
Some people in the sim racing community are such a fucking bunch of self-entitled fucking know-it-alls. And even though I don't have many, the tits I have, that gets right on them.
To make me laugh, I have to concentrate.
Right, where are we going next? Oh, split tines. Forgot to put them up. Oh, we've got any close battles. Oh, Radis has got Felix has got a not far behind him. Yeah. Sim racers. On one side, like your good selves out there and chat at the moment, you're a great bunch of people. You're knowledgeable, amiable, and you know, you're not a bunch of dicks. Whereas some are like, yeah, I just, when they rolled into chat either in game or like in Twitter, it's just like, I can't be bothered. I just fucking, because it doesn't matter what you say, what you do, you can't convince them of a situation otherwise, because they have their opinion and ideas firmly, you know, burned, you know, like total recalled into their skull. Exactly. That's another thing I'll go on about, you know. When ACC come out, oh, it's based on the Bronx Plane like GT3 series. It's only got GT3s. Oh, bloody, you know, cue lots of whinging in various languages. But when you go with ACC, Project Cars 2 and whatever, and iRacing, what is, even though they have like a wide range of classes and cars to drive, what is the most popular class of car that gets fucking driven all the time? GT bloody threes. And they moaned at Kunos for making a game which primarily focused on GT3s. It's just like, there is not enough palm on my face. No, not enough face on my palm, or one RW. You know what? You know where I'm headed with this.
Not enough words in your vocabulary.
Yeah, I'll keep getting all my words in the fucking fuddle.
Fucking hell.
I hope they do, because that's where I'm going. Oh. You can't pander to everyone's wishes, because basically the majority of people don't know shit. They don't know what the fuck they want. So you have to focus on, you know, they've obviously studied, they've done the thing like, what's the most popular class of car, what's got the most GT3s, what's the car that people always drive. We'll focus on that. The Blanc Pain license. I mean, what I wonder is how much extra viewership channels like GT World and other GT-based championships around the world, not just like the the SRO run ones, but any other GT car championships. I wonder what their viewership has increased by due to the fact of the popularity of ACC and the focus on like these cars.
I remember like watching those live streams from after ACC launched. There was Skyliner, I think, buffers,
Yeah.
and like half of chat on the actual YouTube race broadcast was chatting about ACC.
Yeah. I mean, I did that flight stack mate. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is primarily because it is. You know, people drive it, they want to watch it, and the two become sort of blurred together. And even more so now with the coronavirus and like the championship that's running at the moment, the one with rounds we had today and is going on right now, the American one. And as you say, oh, that's duct tape. He is bloody fast. But flight stack, yeah, I did that myself last year. Last year I intended my first like GT series race at Brands Hatch. I live around the corner, so it'd be rude not to. And it was all because of ACC. And in last summer I went to the Spa 24 Hours. I've been to the Spa 24 Hours before, but the motorcycle event. It was the first car Spa 24 Hours I went to, and it was fucking awesome. So yeah, I mean, it's almost like a symbiotic relationship. Like the two have become sort of. Oh, who's got to stop at someone's speeding in the pits?
Yeah, it was me. I didn't have the first gear in.
Yeah.
But I had like above 30 seconds of damage after. So it just doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the US champ. So we've got the go. What was it? We talked about this before, didn't we? It's which ones are in the US Championship? It's Laguna, Watkins Glen,
Mosport Mark.
Go there.
Mosport, Kota. Oh, well, that track can just fuck off. Is there anybody in the sim racing community that actually likes driving on the circuit of the Americas?
I haven't driven there apart from F1 games, and F1 games
me
are
too,
achievements.
so I know.
I have to give it a fair shot. I haven't.
Oh, flight stack likes it. Well, there's an audience of one. So let's have a look at what lap times the guys are putting in at the minute. Oh, we can't see. This is only splits, so we have to go to individuals. So if we go to Manuelski, his fastest lap. Oh, excuse me. His best was 36 dead, and his last was 36.4. Mike, 36 dead, 36.7. Dimitrov, 36.15 and 36.7. Phil, 36.5 and 36.5. Felix, 36.6 and a 36.6. So people are chucking in sort of decent lap times. But you don't know, as it's a 90-minute race and it is an open pit window, therefore the drivers have to stop. They have to make one stop. The stop is compulsory, but it's up to the drivers if they take fuel, tyres, both, or none. You know, risk it for a biscuit and try and go through to the end. So you don't know who's running with a light fuel load, who's gone full on full tank.
It's not really
Enzo
realistic to
Gatto.
do double stinted tires.
Not in Zandvoort.
Left front is gonna get eaten.
Yeah. Like in ACR, Jardier got left front in the Audi to, in 45 minutes, down to 0.8.
I won't tell tomorrow, 1 lap ago. I have to go through this.
Closing times of the car in front in sector 3.
This was the accident.
Whoa!
Oh, some crashing going on in here.
Ferrari nearly killed me.
Just
nearly.
Oh. Oh. Whoa.
What the? Oh.
Hairpin?
Yeah. Oh my god.
How close he got? How close did he get?
Now we can
Close
block
up on-
Mike.
I should lock him, okay.
Oh, what's this? We've got a bunch of drivers fighting for position. Just second, third, and fourth. You know what this calls for? Diffuser cam. Actually, they're 2 seconds each apart. Never mind. We'll go back on board with Felix because he's got to radius up his chuff.
Yeah. I'm quite comfortable with him there.
He's not bad on the brakes there. Radius up his chuff. Yeah, careful it don't burn. He might end up getting a little horse. I'm here all week. Weddings, bar mitzvahs, funerals, you name it, I'll attend anything.
As long as there's free Diet Coke.
Except for bar mitzvahs, I'll never keep the tips going there. Oh, this, yeah, these BigGrid events, now, always on the Wednesdays and Sundays. Wednesdays, 8 PM British Summer Time, Sundays, 7:30 PM British Summer Time. And all you do, you just rock up and you'll know, the password is always BigGrid. You just rock up on the time and join in. That's it. You don't register for them. It's a free-for-all. It's like, tonight we've got loads of room left because, I don't know, people are doing other things like, I don't know, fornicating, eating pizza, or maybe the pair.
Masturbating.
North Track Day.
Oh, no. I'm not saying that we're going to get Nordschleife, but God, I'd love it. These cars, with these physics, day-night cycle, dynamic weather. Oh, that's faults that make even a man wet.
Who has the license for the VLN? Is that race room?
VLN? Yes. No, they don't. They have. I don't think they've got a specific VLN license, although they've got the car and classes for it. Yeah, Assetto, Corsa, Competizione, Nordschleife. Now that, and I think they should. If they did, they've always said they won't. I don't believe they even will. But if they did, like if Carlsberg made like wishes, just shadow drop it. Just like, you know, don't announce it. Don't make any previews. Just punt out an update one day and just let the word spread. Can you imagine it? Coronavirus like took off and it would have nothing on a shadow drop of Nordschleife.
Please stop giving them hope.
I mean, it would be the perfect time right now because most of the Nordschleife is closed time. So right now,
yeah, but I mean, it's fun to.
Time to laser to get it.
But yeah, it's fun to fuck with people's emotions.
Spoken like a true narcissist.
There you go. But point is, I want it as well, so...
Sorry, I'm going on the outside.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just holding inside now.
Yeah, that's the thing, the next game... Now, obviously, the next sim that come out from Kunos, it's gonna be a more AC1 focused title. It is bound to be. I can't see them doing another completely dedicated on one series title unless they use this as a springboard for other series. Now,
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm
buying
thinking.
buy into the VLN, go for their license. So like, this will be the base for this series or that series. But
So do like the race room did, but then for Unreal Engine 4, like slowly release more expansion packs. But on the other hand, there might not be that many series left to buy by the end of the year, because everybody's going bankrupt.
Formula E. Our factor has been doing.
I'd rather play fucking Project Cars 2.
Well, then you could just put it up the list and do it if you want to hear that sound.
I don't know. I mean, you say that thing with the race room. I don't think it's that bad. Granted, the best way to purchase your race room stuff is always with like the VRP system. Because if you buy it through Steam, then the price is inflated because obviously Steam take their 30% cut. So the prices for any content that way is always more. You can buy stuff via with cash through Race Room, but for whatever reason that's not as expensive as going straight through Steam. But using the VRP system is obviously the best and cheapest way to go. And if you wait until we've got the Steam Summer Sale coming up relatively soon, you'll be able to buy the premium pack content for around about £48. For that, I think it's normally about 7,000 VRP or something like that. You get everything, and frankly, I thought the same for a long while. I thought, I thought, I don't know. And then 2 years ago, I thought, oh, bugger it. It was a Steam Summer Sale back in 2018, and I did it. I thought, bugger it, I'm going to buy I bought the premium pack, and I never looked back.
If the new content is being added, then you have to like repurchase it individually, or is it that you can like buy something that will give you always the new stuff for free, like something that like
This one comes with certain stuff for free. You get a couple of tracks, a few cars. You can actually try out any of the cars in Race Room for free on their Race Room Raceway track. I'm not sure if it's lap limit or if it's the time limit. I can't remember. But
now it's unlimited. It used to be time limited and you couldn't fiddle with the car, and now it's unlimited and you can even do some setup work and something like that.
Yeah. But I mean, if you do what I said, you buy it with a VRP system, and when one of the Steam Summer Sales are on, then I would argue against that Race Room being expensive. Because for what you get, I mean, they've got a great selection of tracks and a great selection of cars.
DTM?
Yeah, the DTMs in Race Room, any year that you want to go for, I mean, they're great. I love them.
Front-wheel drive machinery is awesome.
Yeah, the WTCR 2018-19 are fantastic. Really good.
If you want to see a fight, the guy in 4th has caught up with the guy in 3rd ahead of me. Just helping you.
Also,
Oh, bit on Dimitro.
P16.
Yeah, that's the thing, because there's the modding in ACC isn't blocked. It isn't blocked to modding, but there's no support for it like there was in AC. If you want to make your own content, convert content or whatever, you're going to have to do it off your own back, because there's no help available from Kunos at all. So modding, per se, isn't blocked. It's just the help towards getting things done is like null, void, unavailable, tough shit mate, you're on your jacksie.
One day some mental guy will realize that and just make that much lighter.
Or just rip it out of AC.
Yeah, that's the one thing. There's been a lot of stuff that has been ripped out of ACC into AC car-wise. I don't know what's happened with tracks, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do that as well. Although the tracks, there's probably decent versions of the tracks that we have in AC. The only one I would think of that there isn't any really good versions of is Misano. I think it's pretty much every other circuit. There's a decent Kyle Army. There's a decent there's the decent ones of Bathurst. So Misano is the only track I think in ACC that modders would want to sort of just like rip out. It will be any good, but that's what they'd want to do. Oh, Mugello! I fucking love Mugello. Mugello is one of my favourite circuits. It doesn't matter what car you drive at Mugello, anything from like F1 cars to GT3s, GT4s, even MX5s. Yeah, MX5, no, Mazda MX5 Cup cars in AC around Mugello are fucking awesome because, you know, you've got that big, long, massive straight. You get trains of cars, and because of the nature of the track, it's fast, it's sweeping, there's no real sort of, oh shit, I've got to get on the brakes, that's the type of corner. It just, any track that is fast and flowing always lends itself to good, close racing. I love Mugello. That's the one track, apart from Jerez, that I would love to go and see a MotoGP race at.
Why Jerez?
Because it's the atmosphere. It's usually the first European Grand Prix. No, welcome, mate. So everybody's glad to get back to like Europe, the European rounds. The Spanish love motorcycling, and it's the atmosphere. I don't know if anyone's ever been to the Le Mans 24-hour motorcycle endurance races. I used to go there all the time, every year, and there it's like the Wild West. It's completely lawless. Really stupid shit goes down, and it's so much fun. And it's, for a MotoGP event, that's the closest one to that sort of atmosphere. You know, people rock up with like V8 Chevy engines, open pipes on a flatbed trailer, and they just sit there and rev it all day, you know, until the engine blows up, because it's a laugh.
Have you been to Essen?
No, I've never. I don't know. I mean, I know technically Essen's one of the nearest track. I mean, I like the track. I like to watch it. Although they did spoil it a bit when they modified it a few years ago, because it was a lot quicker.
The stuff about the atmosphere, what I believe is true, then that might be similar in Essen.
Yeah, yeah, because a lot of Brits go over to that, especially like the World Superbike races.
Yeah.
Always close.
You should really look at P13 to P17.
Should we say that?
You should look at P13 to P17.
Yeah, I just did that. We're just watching it and he got spun. Right, I don't know if he spun or spun himself. We were on board with now in the replay. Yeah, how you doing now? How you keeping safe, mate? Let's have a look. Did he go in? He went in hot. Did he touch the curb? No. He got in. Oh, he was. Oh, that was completely self-induced. He was too thick on the curb and had his wheels over the rumble strips, chucked it in, accelerating, bounced onto the track, and spun himself. God, I love ACC. It's fucking brilliant. Oh, Gerardis went off then. There he goes. He got onto the grass. He done exactly what Ryan Lee did at that other corner. Got two of his wheels over onto the grass across the rumble strip and boinged onto the track. Where are we? It's 16. Is 16 gig of RAM good enough? Oh no, 60. Yeah. I've had 16 gig for a while. I've never got into a situation where I think, shit, I need more RAM, unless I've got Chrome open. But apart from that, no, 16 gig be fine, mate. Absolutely fine. If you're going for a 3600 Ryzen, get some 3600 speed RAM, which I think is the sweet spot for Ryzen. It's whatever SPS you can get away with, mate. So, I mean, the only reason I've locked to 60 FPS. You know, ACC is quite an intensive sim on your PC, that GPU and CPU wise. So I lock it to 60 just so I have a little bit more headroom. But yeah, it's whatever you feel comfortable with. If you don't think that you have to drive it at a certain FPS or hertz or whatever. It's whatever. If you can drive at 144 and your PC can handle it.
Fit has it or not?
No.
Yes.
Oh, it has it. Yeah. Oh, you're getting the 36. Yeah, because the 3600 RAM is like the sweet spot for Ryzen. And that's another thing, if you haven't got the PC power to run at a high hertz, whether it be 100, 120, 144 or higher or whatever, then yeah, FreeSync is another way to sort of, I suppose it's cheating the system in a little way. You can get a smooth experience without the high hertz and incurring the high cost of parts that get you that high hertz. Any chance your name references as the code resource? Hey? Any chance your name references the code repository to Git? Oh no, not GitHub. No, that's nothing to do with me, mate. Absolutely no. You're joking. Not just about programming the microwave. And my name references the fact, you know, if you're from the UK, especially if you're from London, calling someone a git, it's a term of endearment. The way I describe it is, say you're walking down the street and suddenly you see someone you haven't seen for absolutely fucking ages. You go up there and go, "Oi, so-and-so, how you doing, you old git?" You know, it's used as a term of endearment, so it's not an insult, obviously, but yeah, it's just like a sort of East End like greeting. How you doing, you old git? How you going? I ain't seen you for ages. There's a bunch of cars here fighting. If you want to watch it, I don't think he calls. Yeah, I think if you've ever heard of a comedian called Dave Allen, look him up on YouTube. He's brilliant, Irish comedian. I think he references something along those lines in one of his sketches. Right, let's go back to the front. Maranowski best, 36 dead, last 36-7. He's fairly consistent and bloody quick. Mike 36 dead, 36-9. Vit in third, 36-5 and 37-4. Dimitrov, 36-1, 37-9. Felix John. So John in fifth. 36.6 and 37.4. Radis 36.6, 37.6. Artac 36.4, 37.3. Index 36.7 and 37.5. Round out the top 10 with Andrew South at 37.2 and 37.3. And Mr. Ruff at 37.2 and 37.7.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
ACC broadcast. Oh, you know what? You have come to the right person, sir. The way the broadcast that, let me bring up the screen and I'll show you exactly what we do here. So if we go to make sure we've got the right one, and there we go. No, block, disable. Right, so this is the broadcast app, as you know. If you leave the game stock, you just have to click connect. Excuse me, connect, and then you got a list of cars here. You got the cameras that you can choose from, the HUD pages you can choose from.
Did Mike do any mistake now?
I don't know.
No, it's just relatively weird. No worry.
Yeah, for me it's normal.
Yeah, so you got the cameras here. You can go back in the instant replay, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute, or a predefined amount.
I caught up with Dimitrov, by the way.
It's not very intuitive, so when you... So if you want to sort of look at Malinowski, you have to click on him.
Hello.
Yep, like I say, if you're looking on a particular person, you have to find a particular person on the grid, on the list on the left, click on their name, and then you have to go to the camera, change the camera. There is an auto director which, you know, you can weight, just like the server filter browser, you can weight it to particular things like proximity, pack, position, focus fast, focus slow, and pace. So you weight those to how you want it, and then you click auto, and then it does it all itself. But the actual UI design of the broadcast app example that ACC give you, although it's very handy and definitely a lot easier to broadcast race with it, the way it's laid out is a bit cumbersome. There is, if you go to the race room and their broadcast app, if you go to their forums and look at, I'll get a link later. The chap that does it, Scout, he's done it absolutely, it's really, really good. I don't know if I've got a clip. I might have. Let me just put this back on here while I look for it. And the way he's designed it is very, very intuitive, simple, and it works absolutely spot on. If you've ever watched any race room esports broadcast, that's his system that they use. Everyone uses it. No, we reference Mike No was a prick because he just tends to win everything, and oh, if I could have prick one again. I'm asking if you could offer on fit the way you broadcast about what you say. Basically what I said, to make the broadcasting net more intuitive, easier to work with, rather than... Oh, I mean, the if you saw on the left, on the right, sorry, you had the highlights and stuff. You can see person at, comms message. You know, make it, or as I said, if that's the one thing, just to make it more intuitive to use. It's just so you can get to stuff quicker, rather than having to scroll through things, look for drivers, choosing the camera. Maybe have something like have it in blocks. So instead of looking for a car, you can have it focus focus range, so this button focuses in the top 10, or this button focuses on the midfield, and you know, not much, just ease of use. Yeah, that's the one thing I find. It doesn't save accidents at the moment. It used to be all accidents, and then they worked it out, and now it doesn't tend to save in when you look at the highlights replays.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, what you done?
Nothing. Yet. I was poking my nose through.
Find so I remember when you first did it, I did a test of it. I'm sure I've got a Twitch clip of it somewhere. Let me have a look.
Ooh, you fucked up. Yes, got him.
Yeah, I mean, what you're watching at the moment is on the auto broadcast.
So Git can be a lazy boy.
Yeah, so I'm now looking for a clip on my Twitch channel, so I can click the auto broadcast and it does everything. It's handy if you want to continue, and you know, you might need to go to the toilet, you might need to get a snack, or you might need to open up a can of Diet Coke. Where the hell is it? It's... Oh no, it's a highlight, isn't it? That's right. Featured highlights. Sort by popular.
Falling behind in the car in front in sector 2.
Here we are. Found it.
Yellow
Ooh,
flag ahead.
somebody
Watch
spun
out.
in the airpin.
Yeah, that's the race from broadcast app, and just the way it works. It's so basically you have the cars in like a grid in like visual form rather than a number on the left hand side. You know, you can see a colour and like the livery of the car. You click on the car and then that opens up a sub menu in a circle around the outside, and you just move the mouse to what you want, whether it be a camera, a view, or a stat, and you let the mouse go and it selects it, and it's just really intuitive and just so easy to work with. Something like that would be, oh well, make a broadcaster's life so much easier. Yeah, I mean, it's all these views here. This is all auto-generated. It's worked out. I mean, I don't know if you can see. No, you can't. So if you look on the left here, I'm going to see two. I mean, if you look on the left-hand side of the screen, requested focus, weather racing 2%, waiting for camera definitions. One Dimitrov 10%, so, and it all runs, as I said, if you want to find cars that are more in proximity, you weight it towards proximity. If you want proximity and the pack, so i.e. more than 2 cars together in close proximity, you bring the pack up. So it's good. It's definitely got its uses, but something with a more user-friendly UI. The UI section is what the broadcast app needs. Just something easier to work with, to make broadcast like easier, snappier, just something which it's less clunky. And speaking of Diet Coke, I've just run out. Are you able to broadcast without being in a car on the server? Yes. I'm not actually physically in the server. I'm spectating. You have to join as a spectator. To do so, what you need there, you need the spectator password for the server. So if you're setting up your own server, then in the JSON files and the settings, it's got spectator password. You also have to put the spectator password in there, and then when you join the server, you enter the spectator password. So it might be an open server, it might be a closed server, but however it's set, you always have to enter under using the spectator password, and then you connect as a null client, basically. Like, you don't actually occupy a grid slot, you're just in there. I believe the ID that a spectator uses is classed as -1, so the game doesn't see you as a car. Yeah, all you do, am I still on there? I am still on here. So all you do, you'll see in the documents, Assetto Competizione config broadcast JSON, it should stay UDP list of port 9000, connection password ASD, command password nothing. That's exactly as it comes.
Oh no, what the hell?
Oh.
Okay. Fuck. That's my race gun. I can't
see that.
Fuck.
Have you done this time?
Well, I shifted back for pit lane entry, and then I got murked.
Oh, dear. Austin Powers.
Yeah.
He can't get out.
I'm still stuck.
He's stuck.
I had to quit out, and now I'm nah, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's my race gun.
Yeah, as I was saying, sorry. Yeah, as long as you don't change that file in ACC, which is the ACC Competizione custom, not the drivers one, the other one. You know, the ACC config broadcast JSON. As long as you haven't touched that, then in the your main ACC folder, which is Steam, XCOM, and Assetto Competizione, SDK broadcasting test client. You'll run the broadcasting test client. It will come up with what it has there on the left. All you do then is just click connect, and then it should immediately go to this screen with all these options. So.
Wow. Like, wow. I'm just amazed how I did that.
I don't think you even had a foul clearance between the front and your back. You as proper Austin.
That's like 2 centimeters.
Yeah, you proper Austin powered that.
Yeah, that's 45 minutes of my life gone.
Well, it was training, you know.
Yeah.
Well, think of all the entertainment you gave to the boys and girls.
Yeah, okay. Like,
yeah, the reason why it might not work before, previously the client, it was a bit temperamental, the original client. The one that I'm running now, I've been running the test version for a good 2-3 months. But now everyone's got it. Dimitrov is into the wall at the final turn.
Yep.
Here he goes. He goes, whoa, bloody hell, that went quick.
Yeah. I got code brown because as well I was going to pits. So
Again, alright, we're on ball with him again. Here we go. Watch the Merc behind. Did he go over the curb? Yeah, it hit the curb. Hit the curb just on the entry and it boinged over. Oh. Yeah, you could have won the race there, Felix. You should have just, stayed there. No one could have pitted.
Yeah.
Then everybody would have had to walk straight to the pits. You would have been on the same lap, and then you could have won.
Yeah, no, that's why I returned to garage immediately, because I knew if somebody was going to enter the pits, it would be the end of both our races.
Oh, Malinowski's in for his pit stop. Mikey baby is still lapping.
it will be.
Oh no, Mike's actually taken his pit stop. Oh, that's the point. So here comes Mike.
On the left. Clear on the left.
Thank you.
Can you give me permission to post a link?
No momento.
I just asked for it in the chat, so you can find my name.
That's advertisement.
Oh, Sil's already here. There you go.
Right. Okay.
Oh,
can
hang
I-
on. Oh. Let me get off the bloody camera here. Sorry. There we go.
Can I link from Discord? Does that work? Or do you
Yeah, it does. It does. Looks like it.
Okay, for me it says it's not working, but
Oh, Arsac speeding in the pits. 30 seconds, stop and go. That doesn't work.
I'm going to share that
Oh no, it doesn't work.
Imgur link. Like. So stupid.
Now you want to edit that and put "yeah, baby" across the top of it.
Yeah, baby.
Straight down to Reddit.
Don't give him any more ideas. He might actually bloody do it. I bet you couldn't actually do that again the second time. You couldn't deliberately do that.
The cloud on the sky right in front of him just disappeared.
Felix, you should edit the video of you going into the pits now. Edit a little bit of Austin Powers afterwards. Post it on Reddit.
Yeah, like do the video. You know, splice the video in.
Yeah.
You know, we're stuck in the thing, obviously.
Gotta edit this, yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine that at Suzuka if Felix did that? You know, 104 cars queued up to get into the pits behind him.
At least one would go ramming speed just into
Right.
the line.
I'm going to mute you guys because I'm going to record
Yeah.
video.
No.
Bye, Felix.
That curb there, on the inside of the final turn, has claimed a few people tonight. wanted to race Zandvoort tonight. It's a brilliant track.
Oh, my brake again. Okay,
I've got to learn it sometime, mate. But yeah, I'm not too surprised. I mean, we've had lots of esports stuff today. The SRO one from Spa, the pro and the silver event. We've got the American one going on right now, I believe. Am I correct in saying that the very first amateur race is next Saturday?
wait, what hour is it?
What, next week?
No, now, like.
Oh, it's, well, UK time, 9:20.
Okay. Okay, so here it's 10:09. So I think the competition setups ended.
Oh yeah, you find out tonight whether you're in or not, won't you?
Yeah.
What position was you in?
4th yesterday when I posted the time, 6th today.
Yeah, you should be good. And it is next Saturday, the first event, isn't it?
Sorry?
The first AM race is next weekend, isn't it?
I don't know. I
No,
wasn't
it's
really
2 weeks.
thinking about the races.
It's before the Nürburgring event.
I hope I can attend it. That would have been a big fail if I can't.
It'll be alright.
Falling behind to the car in front in sector 2. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
One guy's asking for my tires after 45 minutes. Ooh, it's quite
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
One car is Dimitrov. Fuck.
What?
I was like, this name is kind of like I heard it before, but I didn't know where
Yeah.
from.
Probably from trying to do the qualifying event.
Maybe.
Apart from Spa and Monza, what would be the most popular track that would get people diving into the server?
Marketing.
Barcelona?
We
No.
did that recently, didn't we?
Maybe Silverstone, maybe Nürburgring.
Nürburgring. No, not so much, I think. At least, not me. I'm a bit bored with Nürburgring.
I mean, because obviously we've got the Kyle Army event coming up in 2 weeks. So, won't be Kyle Army. Oh, fucking hungry. Oh, Jesus. Old age.
About the next one for BigGrid.
Sorry?
We were thinking about the next one.
Yeah, for Wednesday. We'll get a track that people want to race on, because apparently they don't want to race on Zandvoort.
Stupid.
No, I'm not gonna cast my vote because I'm doing KCR anyway.
Jesus, you want like a bastard. So, we still have drivers going around tonight, apparently. Not many, but we got some. What's the gaps? Radowski's 7 seconds in front of Mike. Mike is 20 seconds in front of it. Who is... Actually, this battle here is a battle for 6th and 7th position. Zolder. When was the last time we did a race at Zolder?
I think it was a Super Trofeo and one cup car.
Yeah, yeah, sod it. We'll do Zolder Wednesday. Bugger it. There we go.
In ACR we have Zolder as well. Tractor people want to piss out. Dumpster. And chickens.
Which is 2 tenths quicker than Mr. Ruff in front.
ready, sector 1.
It's good. You're normally not completing total bastard. It's definitely the closest battle on the grid at the moment. Probably better get the mic, which is not surprising with a BMW. Wouldn't say it's the best car of this track in the slightest.
But how overall Dimitrov ended up in front of me when I was coming into the pit? Was he like already after his pits?
He had an accident at the final corner. I think he must have gone straight to bits.
But he was in front of me,
I have no idea.
probably after pits.
The last time we raced on Silverstone was on the was the BigGrid. It was the BigGrid. That was probably about 5 weeks ago now, wasn't it? But everybody has favourite tracks. Mine, for ACC specifically. I mean, I don't really need to announce what my favourite track is.
Much like
What? For the uneducated, my favourite track is the closest track to me, which is Brands, actually the greatest racetrack in the world, and Kent. Second, probably Kyalami. Third, regard, maybe Silverstone. After that, it's a bit. But Monza and Spa will be right down the bottom. I don't enjoy them at all because I just don't get it. Oh, that's so much fucking. Yeah, I'm doing a good impression of Rip Van Winkle tonight. Oh dear. Hi mate, how you doing? Yeah, you know, the tracks that everybody races on all the time, in every sim, regardless of PC, regardless of platform, and...
Mobile is gone.
Oh, gone. Oh, his game must crash, he's quit.
Yeah, just because he couldn't get first, his game crashed, right?
Boy, doing his neck hurts. Righto, mate.
Gaining on the car ahead in sector 1.
Yeah, no review or anything today. I think as soon as we finish with the race, I'm off to bed and all, because otherwise I won't make it. I'll be asleep on the floor in like in 10 minutes. Yeah, I don't know why people didn't want to race tonight. You know,
Slow car ahead.
I mean,
Yellow flag.
the race we did the other day wasn't particularly busy either, was it? I mean, if that's the case, if people, you know, I don't blame them for being a bit sort of disinterested or not that bothered, I'll just cut it back down to one a week rather than 2. Complain, oh, but we want 2 per week, I can't make this one. Well, like, you know, turn up and racing it then. So, yeah, I think until the GT4s come out, and unless 1.4 brings any significant improvements as and when it comes out, for the moment we'll just stick to the Sunday BigGrid, because otherwise, you know, we're just, yeah, same old, and I don't blame people. People get bored, but yeah, cause that's the reason why I did like the brick grids. What was I do? The brick grid, the German grid, the Italy versus Japan one. I mean, they were quite well attended. People seem to enjoy them. So maybe do us.
With German grid, like all the slots will server was full.
Yeah, that went really quick. And that was the last time we did Nürburgring as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, we could do just a fun race where we say, okay, one track, one car, and everyone has to stick to that. I don't know if people would enjoy it, but I would definitely see people getting forced to drive one specific car.
Audi S5.
God no. No, Lamborghini's car in the wet.
Cup car.
Malinowski likes this. Just got to sort of work with what you got and just try and make it a bit more interesting, just make it more attractive to actually take part. Which is where like the brick grid, the German grid and the Italy versus Japan one, sort of, it was different and people, I don't think we had one person who the Italy versus Japan joined with the wrong car and they left and rejoined with the right one.
No, they were just too late.
No, that was Cormac, yeah. Him and his brother joined the server. He managed to get out and back in an appropriate car, but his brother didn't. This is good, right? I'm glad I got the autopilot because I need to go to the little boys' room. I'll be back in a minute. Talk 97.
Clearly I'm not driving. You should be talking.
Well, I'm editing video.
Yeah, that's a joke.
No. How many poles does it take to change a light bulb?
One there, they're not there anymore. Do it. Ah, fuck! Deutsch, you'll never get me alive!
Harakiri! No?
Probably fighting for him for the last 30 minutes or something like that. Is it just me or is Deutsch really not loud?
Yeah, he's very.
Discord.
Volume is very low.
Yeah, that's what
I think he knows it, but I keep saying it. How do I mirror video in Vegas?
Played.
Yeah, now you're more volume.
Yeah.
Until we go higher until the point we don't hear your breathing as you're from
Then you dial it back.
I was watching Clary's stream when I was with the voice chat with him. I think it was 2 hours in Barcelona. I was so loud there. I don't know why. I didn't feel it. Maybe it was because of him, because I was like 2 times louder than him on his own stream. And the funny thing that I realized is that my breathing was like perfectly aligned with my cornering. Breathing, I was breathing in, there was then hitting the apex and breathe out. Then silence up and until the next corner and breathe in, breathe out. I mean, not like it's any technique or something, because I didn't know about it myself. So.
Video.
Losing time to the car in front in sector 3.
Reset. No.
Ah, fuck, okay, there you go. Ah, damn.
How do I change this?
That's all we're going to say about that. Hey, Dog, good evening, mate. Not a lot of many people started today. I believe it's only started to 25. A lot of people dropped out. So, you know, it's what it is. Just got to deal with it. And we were just talking about how to sort of revitalise and get a bit of interest back in it. Probably only going to go to one per week. That's one, well, maybe. One solution is to go back to one BigGrid per week rather than the two. Keep it as a Sunday, as a 90-minute race. Maybe go to a single race a single car format. You know, you could have like two random number generators, one for the cars, one for the tracks. Spin it, and you race X car on X track only. So, you know, just things to just get a bit of interest back in it. Actually, I mean, I've got servers up for every track. You know, I've got 15 servers up, so more for the fact that it's more convenient. Instead of actually editing, you're going into a server, so I want to race this track now. Going back into the server, shutting it down, editing the files, changing the server, rebooting it. I'll just have 15 different servers running, so once you're done with one race, you can just immediately just jump into another server and it's already up and running and set and ready to go.
Are actually your server's time synchronized? Like, is the race always starting at the same time?
Yeah, you can't randomize, not like the CP servers. There is not.
I mean
Oh, sorry,
like
go on.
that when you finish race one on one server, that you can directly go to the other server, and there it's again back to.
If it's
training?
not got, yeah, if it's not got anyone in it, then yeah.
Okay.
As long as it's empty and not being occupied, whereas it's got a session running already,
Oh,
then
yeah,
yeah,
the
you
servers-
just jump into it. There is another option you can put onto a server, which is randomized server when entry. Once that's activated, it's just like like the random days on the CP servers where you don't know what you're getting until you actually enter the server. It's that. So the track might say the server might say Brands Hatch, but when you join it, then it spins the wheel and then stops, and it might then once you join it, it might be Zandvoort. It might say Barcelona, and when you join it, it might be Nürburgring. But until the server empties, if that option is enabled, until the server empties, then it will stay as the selected track. But as soon as the last person leaves the server, then when somebody joins it again, then it spins then it rolls the dice again and randomizes another track. We did do a couple of 2.4. We did a Spa 2.4. We did. Where else? We did another 2.4, didn't we? I can't remember where it was now. We were talking about this the other day and I forgot. So. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it could do that. What we could do, I mean, maybe go. Oh, shit, I thought he was going that far. He's gone rabbing then. We could just have the Wednesdays as a regular community race night. Not that we don't race together anyway, but a dedicated night where the servers are open. You dive in, they're bound to be full. We can adjust. We cut the obviously that with that it won't be any pit stops. The slots will be limited. But at least it'll be full. So yeah, there's a few things you can do to just try and create a bit more interest.
Maybe you can do like championship of
Yes, it was
two
one, sir.
45-minute races with pit stops. Or maybe no pit stops, but 2 races, and like the final result is the average of both.
Something to change it, because people are getting, I understand it, people are getting bored with it. So with the limited tools we have, as in a certain number of cars and a certain number of tracks, you have to be a bit more creative in what you do, whether, as I say, you do a single car race or a different format, like as Pete said, once a month doing a 2.4 hours. Hungaro ring? I don't know actually. I can't remember. I don't keep track.
The one in the rain.
Oh yeah, I don't think it was that long ago, was it? Yeah, I don't think it was that long ago. We haven't run Zolder. Well, we haven't run Zolder longer than the last time we raced at Hungaro ring.
Front sector 3.
No, I've never really had, a calendar as such, because I know sometimes you want people don't want to raise something, you sort of change it on the fly. That used to work before, the change on the fly. I mean, as you say, having a calendar might help, but it's the format, you know, you get, it's become stale, and you have to try and change, change it with the framework that you have to just try and create something a bit more interesting that people want to join. But yeah, organised, please. My middle name is actually Wing It. Yeah, actually talking that before, we did mention something about doing over like a 2-hour or 2.4-hour race like of the last Sunday of the month. Because we had the first Sunday of the month is always a 2-hour CP server race. So, well, as you know, we don't run a big grid on that night just so it doesn't clash. Because the times clash, and I'm a realist, I know people want to go and drive that more than they'll want to drive in one of mine. So, yeah. Yeah, I'll have to have a bit of think this week and see exactly, and chat with people in Discord and chuck a few ideas around and see which one people think, yeah, that'll work, or no, that sucks.
On the right. Clear on the right.
Sort something out. Be organised, you know, for the first time in my life. Yeah, maybe just having the Wednesday for now, maybe just keep the Wednesday the Sunday big grids, because they're 90 minutes, a bit more strategy, and just have the Wednesday as the community night to, you know, multiple tracks. Yeah, there's different things you can try and just throw some shit at the wall and see which bit sticks. It will never get me driving the Porsche Cup car. That thing, I can't drive Porsches at the best of time, and that thing is just instant death.
It isn't.
It is. The car is just, you step in it and it just wants to kill you. Horrible. Yes, we were talking about this earlier in Discord. I don't know if you saw. But yeah, there is something that I thought, but you can go get custom skins to a point. But as you know, at the moment, the way skins work, if you can have a custom skin, but only you can see it, unless everybody that you're raced, unless somebody else has it. So if I have a custom skin, say for like a Diet Coke livery, only I will see it, unless other people download and install that skin as well. So yeah, it can be done, but I don't think. I'll do it. Oh, I stood on the wheel. Sorry.
I actually think they will never do this because they would have such a huge problem about skins that would maybe offend other people or that are racist or whatever, stuff like that. You know, they can't keep track on that, except for this livery, this skin or this livery maker it has right now.
Yeah, obviously that's the Pandora's box. If you do have custom skins, a la GT Sport, like you can do anything, then you have to have, obviously for obvious reasons, you have to have some way of policing it, because people will be dicks and take the piss and spoil it for others. But yeah, deliveries that you can get, because if you go to race department, there are places on if you go to the ACC download section, skins, people have created proper custom liveries. But at the moment, for those particular liveries that people have created, completely customized, they have to be installed. They're installed to like your actual game client. So regardless, if you join a server, nobody will see that particular livery. They will see a stock livery or whatever it's referenced against, rather than the custom livery that you actually have yourself. For those people to see it, then they have to install that particular custom skin as well onto their game client. Fret Buzz, welcome mate, how you doing? Yeah, it's gone from an average grid down to a minuscule grid tonight, I'm afraid, but yeah, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. We've got a battle here for the last place. This is a battle for 9th and 10th position there. And 11th. No, 8th. No, it's 9th and 10th. No, and 11th. Yes, yeah, I don't know exactly how it works in there, but I would assume. Yeah, and you won't see it, so it's not a true client side. No, you install livery, as GT Sport does. Like you drive with that livery, everyone sees it, regardless if they have it or not. If you want to see it, you've got to have it as well.
You can actually drift that thing.
Now I can actually wind that back and have a look. Turn autopilot off. Here we go. Let's see if you can drift it.
I mean, a bit. It's more like turn off this the PC and not die rather than drift. But...
Yeah, I mean that's the one thing where it would be easy to police, easy to distribute. You would have like a skin pack, you know, everybody in that league.
Good job.
Obviously, if they knew how to, or if they wanted one, would, you know, have a custom livery. They would create a custom livery or have a custom livery created for them. And then they would send those files to the server or the league admin to create a skin pack that would then be issued to every driver. You know, install this, and then once everybody has everybody's skin, then regardless, you would see all the custom skins, regardless if you was broadcasting or. But yeah, I know if you was broadcasting, obviously the broadcast client, if I was logged onto the server, I would have to have the skins as well. So every client connected to a particular server would have to have every skin to be able to see every skin.
Oh.
It's a ball ache, but it's workable and it's feasible.
Okay, let me check my tires. Strategy. No, I have no info about the second set.
Yeah, that's also something that bothers me a little bit, that if you have done your race, you have very less time to look at your tires, like that.
I need to adjust that. You can change that. I mean, if I go to...
Can you actually disable it on BigGrid? Because
no, you can't disable it. You can extend it. You can adjust it. So at the minute, I've got pre-race waiting time at 180 seconds, session overtime to 40 seconds. But I think once everyone crosses the line, then it clicks to the next session.
Yep.
I actually managed to, at the rear to get its left rear to get light blister. but
Tell you what,
no paint.
I'll show everyone exactly what I mean. I'll go to. I'll don't mind load one of the levers and I'll show you. Race. So if we go to race department, we go. Let's get into. Edit. So if we go to downloads, Assetto Corsa Competizione, skins, and McLaren 720S GT3 livery template and how to.
But there's even a template for Lexus. I wonder how they're gonna deal with that.
So yeah, there's a monster Ferrari.
There's like Valentino Rossi livery, or
Yeah.
like tribute for
The font. The font for that Rossi's wrong. It's the wrong 46 font.
garbage skin.
Yeah. So yeah. And which one? This one or another one?
Yeah, sorry, what? Yeah, it was a nice battle map.
Yeah. There's some McLaren GT3 skin packs.
Ooh, nice, 98 consistency. 86 car control.
What you do there, you then up. Disable ad block refresh the page.
On my SRO qualifying, in the session that I did the lap on 50 to 5, my car control was 43 and override 44.
Jesus. Chucking it about a bit then.
No, because it was weird, because it was like not lap with like crazy slides or something like that. It's a race setup. So it's stable and it's not sliding. So that's weird.
But once you unzip it, you get customs, cars, which is skin color ID stuff, but your base bits and pieces.
Did anyone save the replay for the first half?
I don't know.
I mean, Felix left the race before.
What you do there, you just drop those files into your custom folder. And we need to restart the game.
Yeah, what happened to Mike? He just like
Yeah, he went off. He went
into the pits and just left the game.
Yeah. So just reboot the game.
Right, I'm off. Thanks for the race.
Righto, mate. Yeah,
Yeah,
cheers for
bye-bye.
sticking by. Take care.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Because I joined with Lambo 912 first, and then changed car. I was 902.
He might be Pete, you don't know. So right, yeah, so we got single player. We select the 720S, which was the liveries we downloaded. And that's not it, is it? No. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Oh no, we have to set custom, that's right. Filter livery custom, so there we go. There's the custom livery that we just downloaded from the website. There's that one. Valve Racing. Very Ferrari. You had passed for a Ferrari, wasn't it? Campus Racing. Oh no, that was customized one. And that one. So yeah, direction, go to the race department page, download one of the how-tos. But yeah, you can do it, but yeah, if I drive a 720S on one of my servers, and the only way any other driver would see these particular liveries, if I choose to drive with them, would be if they downloaded and installed the skins like I just did. Otherwise, they would see a stock livery.
It's like community effort to
Yeah, I mean, if we go to...
grow it.
Where's one on a how-to? Let's have a look. Let's download that.
Figure that 160 trust nice.
Let's have a look at what one on a how-to says. Oh no, it's wrong one.